Hey guys, good morning. Once again with you guys. It's Wednesday, December 2nd. Today I have a real exciting show for you, and I want to basically give you my opinion on a sector in the stock market that's basically taking off right now, and it's blowing up. The EV sector. Obviously, we've all heard of the name Tesla, and we're all at this point we've pretty much been familiarized with the name of Tesla and the cars that they bring out and how fast and how big they're growing. If you've paid any attention to YouTube or on the news or on the media, you keep hearing Tesla stock going up, and there's a reason why it's been going up. Obviously, car electrification is pretty much the future of the way our vehicles are going to be ran in the future. So wanted to give you guys an example of where we are at today and where we can be at in the future with these by investing in these type of stocks. If I were to tell you right now, how would you like to have invested in, for example, in Facebook when it first IPO'd at 35 bucks? Would you be interested? The answer would probably be yes. We've all seen what Facebook has turned out to be. Obviously, in the beginning, nobody really knows about these companies. You don't know how they're going to turn out, but if you dig in a little bit more and you do some research, you could end up finding out and getting a pretty good idea of where the company is headed and what they plan on doing in the future. So today I'm going to give you three companies that are in the EV market. One of them you guys already know. One of them is Tesla, but the other two are up and comers. And I think it's really good information, especially right now, to get this information, and then you guys do your own research in terms of if you decide on investing in these companies for the future. So let's start off with Tesla, and I know the price of Tesla has really gone up these last couple of months. Actually, if we look at a chart on Tesla. If we focus here on the chart, I'm going to go on a 1-year chart, okay? And just to give you an idea of the explosion on their price, if you head back to a year ago, December 6th, or right around a year ago, the price of Tesla was at $67.18. Forward to today, the price of Tesla has been going up. Obviously, there's downturns in the market, but eventually at today's price, which is today, it's at 584 or 568, I'm sorry. So it's just giving you an idea of what your money can become by properly knowing these companies and by properly investing in the right companies at the right time. Okay? Now, I am invested in Tesla. I got in late. It just sometimes stocks get away from you, and you keep saying, "Oh well, once it comes down, I'll buy some stock." Sometimes they never come down. They might come down, you might miss it, and then it just continues up. So if you really believe in a company, and I can give you this on my this is just my opinion. If you really believe in a company and you think they're gonna do big things in the future, which I think this company is and is already doing so. Then just hold your money in that company and just let it ride for the long term, 20, 30 years from now, and see where that money goes and what it produces in that term. Now, I want to show you a graph here in regards to Tesla. From 2013, if you look at this green line here, that green line is electric vehicles, okay? And basically you can tell that from 2013, it started off at right about 1%, but to 2019 it went up to 5%. 2020, I think we're at about, I want to say about 7%, somewhere around here. So we're barely, if you think about it in that perspective, we're barely touching the surface with these companies. What does that mean? Basically, it means that if you look out 20 to 30 years from now, I'm thinking that these vehicles are going to dominate the market. Why would you rather spend $40 on a full tank of gas that's going to last you about a week when you can pay, I don't know, 15 bucks and it'll last you 2 weeks on electricity? Right? So at the end of the day, it just makes sense that these vehicles are going to continue to grow. I think market share on Tesla, or market penetration on Tesla, is just about 3%. So they're barely scratching the surface. I know we all say it's very expensive now, but if we keep waiting, then it's going to be more expensive later. And that's all it's done. Same thing with Amazon. We keep saying it's expensive at $3,000 a share. Well, guess what? It keeps growing. It keeps going up. Tesla is obviously the dominant company in the EV market. They control the market. But there's another two companies that I also want to talk about. And these two companies, I think, have more upside in terms of long-term growth. One of them is based out of China, and the other one is a totally different sector within the EV market that nobody's really talking about, but I think has big things to offer. The company based out of China that we're going to be speaking about today is NIO. NIO, in case you haven't heard about this company, NIO is basically the Tesla of China. So I would want to compare them to, say, for example, Toyota, right? So when you think about Chinese vehicles, I think about Toyota. That's probably the most popular one that comes to my head. And right now, NIO is trying to take that position in the electric vehicle market. Okay, so just to take a look at NIO here, they have a product already available. They already have sales. They have these vehicles already set. They're selling these vehicles already. They're on the market. You're probably not hearing about them here because obviously this is in China, but they do have sales. And one interesting thing about NIO, and the reason why I decided to invest in NIO, was because they're backed by a company called Tencent. There's a lot of companies in China that offer electric vehicles, okay? And a lot of them are just coming out. And I'm sure a lot of them are going to be successful and a lot of them are going to fail. But when I see a big, humongous company like Tencent, and if you don't know what Tencent is or does, Tencent's a huge gaming company, online company. They offer various services. I think there's a service that they offer is WeChats, where I think like 70% of the population in China is on that service. And they purchase, it's kind of like a Facebook where they can communicate with people, but they can also purchase stuff, all kinds of crazy stuff. But NIO is the leader in the Chinese market. So if you want to compare, you could say Tesla's here in America, but then we have NIO in China. Okay, so let's look at their chart quickly. So I had to open I'm going to go to the 3-month chart, and 3 months ago I want to go back and show you where this stock was at. 17, right around 17 bucks, okay? 18 bucks. I had opened up a small position with NIO a while back. It kind of stayed stagnant for a while. So it was, you can see here, it just goes 18, 17, 19. And then we had this jump here that went from 18 or 19 all the way up to 28. I don't like to chase stocks. I don't like to chase them. What I mean by that is sometimes they get away from you. And if we go to this point on November 23rd, which was only less than a week, like about a week ago, it went all the way up to 54.72. Today we had a dip in the market and it's back. And earlier today it was I picked some up at $38. My average cost on this is $42.74. I picked up about 60 shares. I'm gonna hold this. I'm not gonna end up selling it anymore. I did that mistake once, and I'm not gonna end up selling it no more. So from the time I picked it up this morning, it's already jumped back up to 45. So this is already a $25. I'm sorry. It's already a small gain on this for the day. It's $134. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna hold this. I'm not gonna end up selling. I'll hold it for the long term. See what happens with this stock. It has a lot of potential. Like I said, it's backed by a huge company. So if they're willing to invest their money and put their money on the line, then that tells me something, because that tells me that there's big companies behind it, there's big money behind it. So most likely it's a very good company, and I think they're gonna do big things. So if you could get it at this price, like I said earlier in the video, just think about if you can get Facebook at $35 when it IPO'd, and then you've seen it go all the way up to $300 what it is at now. This could be the same thing. It could be $50 right now, but then you'll see it blow up to $350 in 5 years from now, or something like that, right? So that's just what I want you guys to keep in mind, and I think that'll help you in the long term. In terms of, I'm trying to teach you stuff that where I've made mistakes, and for you to get that information and use that information, because it's a very valuable tip. Actually, I'm just trying to give you my information where I've messed up and how I can correct it and have you not mess up in the same aspect. The last company that I want to talk about, and it's probably the most important company, I'm heavily invested in this company. This company is it's probably my main position, okay? And I've been investing in this company for the past, I want to say like past 6-7 months, okay? This company here is called HYLLION, ticker symbol HYLN. Currently in my public account, I have about 400 shares. I'm gonna go on the chart here just to show it to you real quick, okay, for a 3-month chart. Actually, let's do a 1-year chart. This stock debuted at $10. It was a SPAC play. It went all the way up to the high here where you could see it's 55.85. I've along the way I've sold and bought shares, okay? And then right now it's dropped all the way down to 18, 19 bucks. Today it's at 18. It's probably the lowest it's been in the past month or so. I think, wow, for a long time. Maybe past couple months. But I want to tell you why this company, I believe, can be very big. Okay, very big. It deals with the trucking industry, and that industry there is kind of like an industry that I feel that is being neglected by a lot of companies, and I'll tell you why it's being neglected. It's being neglected for the simple reason because we have. Obviously, when you make a car and you make a huge trailer, there's a big difference in price. So one car would cost you, for just an example, right? It'll cost Tesla to make one car $20,000. But then if you want to make a trailer, you're talking about the hundreds of thousands of dollars to put a trailer truck together, because it's the parts that you're going to be using. Everything that you're going to be using is just way more expensive. It's just a humongous vehicle to pull these trailers. Now, the reason why I'm so interested in this company, HYLLION, you guys probably have never heard of this company, is because it is not focused on making the truck. It's focused on making the powertrain. In other words, it's focused on making the system that will pretty much make it a hybrid electric truck. So let me give you an example here. Something very important to point out. I believe it's by 2035 or something like that, that all big rigs in California have to be, I guess, with this type of system, or be, electrified or hybrid or whatever it is by 2035. So what are all the truckers out there, and there's millions and millions and millions of truckers that have these trucks. I mean, if you think about it, hundreds of thousands of dollars these trucks are worth. What are they going to do with these trucks? I highly doubt they're going to take their gas truck and just get rid of it and buy an electric truck, because an electric truck, I'm assuming and I'm thinking, is going to cost you anywhere from $150,000 to $200,000. I'm going to give you an idea of what this company is doing. Basically, system components. Since the HYLLION hybrid CNG uses the same hardware as a hybrid diesel product, it remains easy to install and service, brand and engine agnostic. The hybrid system can be installed on most major Class 8 commercial CNG vehicles. The electric axle provides more power for natural gas vehicle to help with big hills and heavy loads. So basically, if you see here, they don't replace this whole truck. They're not into this business, right? They don't create this truck. What they do is they create a battery pack. They create the units that are going to help you run this, and the axle. So basically, they install their package on your vehicle, and it automatically turns your vehicle into an electric or whatever they call it, a hybrid truck. I think that's insane. I think that's an incredible idea. I think if these guys do pull it off, and on their board and the people that are running their company, they have a really, really good board. I think right now is the best time to invest in HYLLION. I've been investing in this company for the past 6-7 months. I've invested at 18, I've invested at 20, I've invested at 40, I've invested at 50. And I'll keep investing, because at the end of the day, you're never going to know when the bottom and the top is. So if you really believe in a company, like I believe in this company, you keep investing, and at the end of the day, in the future, 20 years from now, if you believe in a company, you invest in that company, and 20 years from now, you'll be able to be that person that purchased Facebook for 35 bucks and see that turnaround and have that same share of Facebook be worth 350 bucks. Okay? This is the same idea. So I'm investing right now on this company at $18. And to me, this company is going to be worth excess of 500 bucks in the future, if they hit it off right. Now, this is all a risk. This is what I'm doing, okay? I'm just giving you an idea. You guys do your own research. You guys get your own information. But this is information that is very valuable, I think, and it can help you out, and it can change your life, okay? With that, I want to let you guys go. I hope you guys are all doing well. You know, we're adding videos. We're following up. I'm trying to give you the latest information that I'm seeing. And all I ask for you guys is to follow us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. All the links are going to be below. Please check it out. Thank you for subscribing. Please subscribe as well. Please like this video, because by you guys pressing like on this button, then that allows YouTube to play this video more often, and that way other people can capture this information, and maybe it'll help them out as well. Okay, so with that, I'll let you guys go. Have a blessed day, and see you soon. Bye.